Hello and welcome back to the series on dual wield saber spinning. I wanted to take us one step further this time from where we were at the end of the last video. The last video I had just shown you and explained to you the double Obiani spin, which looks like this. I showed it as slow as I could get it. Faster speeds, it starts looking like this. And just one more tip on this. When you're timing this out, watch your shoulders. Your shoulders should be pretty evenly doing this while you spin. As your blade comes up from behind, your shoulder will pull forward. And again, if you exaggerate it, you can pull them way forward. But that move takes some time. Hopefully with the last video you were able to get a handle on it. This time around I wanted to add a little bit more to that. In the single saber videos I talked to you a little bit about a process called vining, which was basically rolling up or rolling down. Okay, so a vine down, a vine up. They're easier to do behind your back, but it's basically throwing in more of this same spin, like this, or like that, while moving up and down behind you. I wanted to add that to an Obiani this time, and with the single saber you might recall I showed you this one. We do the Obiani spin, we add another beat in there, we go over the shoulder, and we vine. 2 beats up front, 3 beats in the back. I called this a super Obiani, I believe. Now this spin is going to lay the groundwork for a dual plum flower that we'll get to eventually. And this spin can be done with dual wield as well. Before you try it, have it down pretty well with both hands. And the timing on this, since we have 2 beats in front of the body, 3 beats behind, 2 basic transitions, one high, one low. If we're going to keep it in pattern, one hand is going to be moving out from behind the back to the front, while the other hand is moving back to the back from the front. Okay, so basically, right there, it moved to the back. So right here, as this saber is moving to my back and beginning its vine down, this saber will be coming out and moving to the front. As this saber is coming out, right there, this saber will be going to the back. So basically our arms are going to be working in circles, front and back, and alternating. Alright, so let me show this to you just to see what it looks like at full speed. Now let me slow it down a bit. This takes some getting used to, but the learning curve on this isn't quite as steep as it is with just the dual Obiani. If you can get the dual Obiani, and you can learn to turn a dual Obiani into a super Obiani like this, then the dual wield version shouldn't be too difficult. The nice thing about these also is that you can transition into and out of them from the Obiani spin. Single Obiani, I pause my left hand a little bit, give my right hand a chance to get that extra beat in, and then I'm into the super Obiani. A little bit of an extra spin up front just to delay, and then I'm back into the standard Obiani. We're going to work with transitions later on in this series, towards the end. Once you have all the moves down, getting the transitions between them is going to be one of the last things that we do. But for now, after you've gotten this one, work on this. Okay, the reason I threw this one in before I started dealing with the opposite direction stuff that I sort of hinted at the end of last video, is this is a more logical progression from here, just adding in 2 beats to here. And we're traveling up my body, down the body, up the body, down the body, pretty much keeping to this side and to this side, keeping the blades separate. Alright, so that's the dual super obiani. Takes some time to get that down, but practice makes perfect. I'll see you for the next video. Until then, I'll see you on the forums.